Greetings and welcome to Nobody Interviews Somebodyes. This is the podcast committed to unveiling the untold stories of remarkable individuals. I'm Jerry Klingerman, your guide through the maze of extraordinary lives and experiences. Whether you're curious about the journey of influential figures, seeking inspiration from their successes, or simply intrigued by the human behind the headlines, this podcast is your guide. So tune in as we celebrate the stories that remind us everyone's journey is a story worth hearing. Hey everybody, Jerry Klingerman here from the Nobody Talks to Somebody's podcast. Just me again here today. It's a busy summer and people are out doing things. So I'm just going to pop in here today to talk about something that actually my podcast producers suggested. As we were going through the process of talking about what we wanted this show to be, one of the things I mentioned was that I like talking to people and that I can talk to just about anybody. And I kind of shared with them, and maybe it's kind of an old guy thing or whatever, but I'm the kind of person who can strike up a conversation just about anywhere. You know, the grocery store, checkout line, just about anywhere, waiting in line for something or waiting to do something or just talking to people that you pass by in the street or in the coffee shop. Um, I've always been that kind of person who, I can just talk to people. And they suggested that I talk to you about that. And it made me think and ask myself some questions like, why is it? Why am I that way? What makes me somebody who people are open to talking with? And I'm talking, I don't care what age you are, I don't care what sex you are, I don't care what race you are. I enjoy chatting with people. And quite frankly, some of the best conversations that I've ever had are from people were with people who you might just walk right on by and you never know their story. And again, that goes to the genesis of my whole thing, a Nobody Interviews Somebody's. And to explain that a little bit further, I think everybody's somebody. It's like, yeah, I would love to interview, A-list and B-list celebrities, athletes, and that kind of thing. And that's our eventual goal. But along the way, I just like talking with people because as I've gone through my life, I have found that so many people have interesting stories to tell, and you never know who has a great story. So yeah, I'm going to chat you up in the grocery store line. Um, but again, as I got to thinking about that, it's like, what is it? What is it about me that makes people open to talking with me? And I think it's all about what you project. Basically, I think I'm just kind of a happy guy. I'm a normal guy, but I think as I encounter people, people get from me, I project just kindness and happiness and hey, what's going on? That kind of thing. So I would ask you, it's like, what do you project on a day-to-day basis? How do you think people perceive you? Are you a happy person? Are you smiling as you go about your daily thing? Or are you just like a Debbie Downer, someone who's like, oh, it's gonna rain today, or blah blah blah, things are bad, blah blah blah. What do you project? And further beyond that, what is that costing you? And I don't mean in terms of dollars and cents. I mean in terms of what is that costing you in relationships, whether it be with your friends, your coworkers, even your significant other, just people out and about. What does what you project cost you? Okay. And what I would say to you is it doesn't cost me anything to project an attitude of happiness and being able to talk to people. Hey guys, real quick, just wanted to pop in here and let you know that Nobody Interviews Somebody's recently started an exclusive newsletter just for you listeners. You'll get behind the scenes stories and additional content from the remarkable stories shared here. If you'd like to be kept in the loop, the link will be in the description below the episode. Now let's get back to it. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but this is part of who I am. I've been married twice, and I've been divorced twice. My first marriage lasted only about 4 or 5 years, and my second marriage lasted about 20, 21 years. And we have two beautiful children. Everything was very amicable. We get along just fine. But I remember As things started going bad in my first marriage, I was talking with my wife, and look, she's a wonderful person. I'm not talking bad about her. Um, but as we were talking about happiness in general and why she was not happy in the relationship or her job and things, I said to her at one point, you know, most people are about as happy as they make up their minds they're going to be. Now, I have to tell you, she did not receive that message well, but I stand by that. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that most people are about as happy as they make up their minds they're going to be. It goes back to that whole glass half full, glass half empty thing. What kind of person are you? You know, are you someone who goes about your daily life thinking, oh yeah, it's a lousy day. I got to go to work today. Or are you someone who just tries to be happy in pretty much any situation you encounter? If you're the second kind of person, I think what you'll find is as you meet people and interact with them, that what you feel and how you feel is expressed outwardly without you having to do it or say anything. People just feel that. Okay. And I don't know if that's just a personality trait for me, but I really think that people can work on that. I think people can work on how they perceive things themselves, how they perceive themselves, definitely, and how the outside world perceives them. Most people really, probably 95% of the people you meet are just nice people and happy to have a conversation, and just get to know you better, even if it's only 45 seconds or a minute and a half in the grocery store line. You never know what kind of interaction that you're going to have that might make your day, or more importantly, might make someone else's day. If you think about that, if you project that outward happiness, that approachability, that, hey, this person's somebody I wouldn't mind talking to, you never know what's going to happen. So I guess as I wrap this up, I would challenge you. I would challenge you to look inward and outward. What am I projecting outward to the world? And how am I projecting that because of what's in here? Do I project that I'm a happy person? Or is it something that people are going to look at me like, that guy looks like he's angry, like he's having a bad day? You never know. You never know. So again, I challenge you to look inward and see how you perceive yourself and how you're presenting yourself to the outside world. Okay. I think everybody's got a great story to tell. And I think if you allow yourself to be approachable and to approach other people, I think you can have some amazing interactions with people. And again, I would challenge you to try and do that. So that's all I have for today. Like I said, it's a busy summer. We are working hard to line up guests. I'm really excited about the list of people that I have to approach. Hopefully, we'll have some great guests for you to watch very soon. But until then, I truly thank you for tuning in. This is Jerry Klingerman from Nobody Interviews Somebody's, wishing you all the happiness in the world. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Nobody Interviews Somebody's. I want to express my gratitude to all the listeners for tuning in. Your support truly means the world to me. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future topics, I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me on social media or by email. The address is in the description below. Until next time, I'm Jerry Klingerman, reminding you to keep embracing the beauty of every story, including yours.